to the Stone here, and welcome back to the Swoop Clan channel, where we are a group that makes a bunch of fucking videos. I'm thinking about pushing up content. I'm thinking about making gameplays. I'm thinking about making moves. So if you're with that shit, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and we'll just get it out of the way. Today we're gonna be making another reaction video because I could, post a bunch of reaction videos too, and I can also post a lot of gameplays. So if that's something that you like, let me know in the comment section below. Besides that, let's get started in this. Herobrine 1, TikTok's new unhinged Jupiter the Hybrid clone. Now, I know it's a locale documentary, by the way. I know a few things, a few things about Jupiter the Hybrid. I think he's a piece of shit. I think Jupiter the Hybrid is a fucking disgusting piece of shit. Alright? I know I didn't get... Okay, we're past a minute. So, I have to say my opinion about this motherfucker, alright? Jupiter the Hybrid is disgusting. Okay? He's a piece of goddamn garbage filth. If you don't know who Jupiter the Hybrid is, think of the most despicable fat fuck who has no job beating up a woman, an innocent woman, at the same time. Think about that. And at the same time, think about him doing incest with somebody in the family. It could be a sister, it could be an auntie, it could be your own fucking mom, like Chris Chan, allegedly. But yeah, just keep that in mind. That's who Jupiter the Hybrid is. Yeah, he is awful. Awful human being. So, we are going to be reacting to Major Chilla. Be sure to subscribe and join, make sure you hit the notification bell. And yeah, let's get into it.
Hi, boys.
We already started it off creepy as shit. Holy fuck. Okay.
Herobrine is a 32-year-old man from Indiana who at first was just a casual TikTok video game streamer, streaming to a small but dedicated group that quickly grew. During his youth, not much is known about Herobrine, except for the fact the school wasn't the best experience for him, claiming that other students threw books at him and caused his face to look the way it does. This is most likely a lie, since there seems to be...
Alright, there's two things I hate. There's two ways you could go about school. School ain't there for you to, have a status. I mean, yes, you gotta have... yes, you want to develop a status, but even the people that don't look like the jock or the fucking coolest person of all time, they don't even have to have a successful career. They don't even end up having the most successful career of all time. But however, school ain't there for just you to just go back and memorize. Oh man, I remember how terrible school is. School is just there for you to get your education. All right. If anything, don't worry about it. If you make a couple of friends, you have similar interests, you make your own, your own trope, your own group, your whole clique. You know what I mean? Just make friends, right? That's cool. Socialize. But don't worry about the bullying. I mean, the bullying doesn't have to come to schools. And this is the thing I hate about schools nowadays, is the fact that teachers can't do shit, and they can't take out the students that are obviously being a huge distraction to other students. I remember when my teachers back in where I live at, back in my old neighborhood, they ain't going to tolerate that shit. They'll put you in suspension or even expulsion. But nowadays, these motherfuckers are growing a set of balls heavier than fucking bowling balls, because they are out here taking... Anybody can take these hands type shit. It's crazy.
Be no problems with Herobrine, except for some minor teeth problems. I must mention that a lot of the story comes directly from Herobrine and the few followers interested in documenting his life. Herobrine has a tendency to lie to make himself seem cool. Most of his lies are obvious attempts to make himself more likable to the younger and more vulnerable demographic he so desperately wants attention from. So take something said by Herobrine with a grain of salt. However, most of Herobrine's life is mainly unknown up until the point he decided to start his first TikTok. After a few months of obscurity, Herobrine would begin to pick up a small but dedicated following. The comment section was normally filled with trolls, But Herobrine tended to take them at face value while telling them huge lies to impress them, but the following would begin to pick up quickly as many younger people would see his video game streams and other odd content that he would post, and they began to follow too. And he's willing to lie about anything, even the most innocent subjects. We have all heard of Nova Online, a fairly popular TikTok user who is known for his stellar food reviews, and the lolcow label following him around. If you don't know who Nova is, I've made a video on him and plenty others have as well. When Nova was brought up in one of Herobrine's live streams, Herobrine confidently said he knew who Nova was.
Nova been ignoring you? I actually know Nova. I know Nova since before he got big. Yeah, he's an arrogant jerk that's a black guy. I've seen Nova in real life. He's awful young though.
One of my more favorite lies of his is that he was nicknamed Maestro in his high school for being able to play any instrument that he touched. This skill is faded.
Okay, if you live in a false persona, if you're doing all that shit, I'm sorry. What the fuck are you doing with your life? What the fuck, man? Like, you could play any instrument. You know how impossible that fucking is? The fact that you had the balls to say that you could do any instrument, play any instrument, that takes years, is insulting to the niggas who actually took it seriously and took it to a professional, levels. The fact that you say that online, who is gonna fucking believe you? But probably a bunch of kids.
He did in recent years, leaving him unable to barely play a guitar. But through the power of lies and delusion, he gives us an example just to show us what he used to be back in his prime. The age we all hit it, around 18 years old. But that is truly nothing compared to the many, many random talents Herobrine 1 has.
The reason why they call me Maestro is because I can play any instrument.
Okay, I mean, that's not bad. That's not bad. He got a riff going on. That's all right. He gave us a note. What the fuck? Who asked these stupid ass questions, bro? What the I could do that at home. What the fuck? Where's my views? Where's my audience? Let me know in the comment section. Where's my fans at? Because this nigga is doing weird, simple shit. What the fuck is going on? What am I looking at?
I usually go like this.
Oh yeah, me too. When I'm super fucking bored, yeah, definitely. Bro, watch out, man. You almost threw your goddamn arm away. What the fuck was that?
Got it.
Okay. I sometimes throw like that.
Weird lies Herobrine likes to throw around just to make himself seem superior to his following was a good example of who Herobrine is, a man in his 30s who refuses to grow up. In Herobrine's most recent TikToks, you can find him dressed in his favorite outfit, either a Master Chief helmet or wearing a skeleton mask, pretending to be a super edgelord. This would often attract the wrong kind of people to his live streams, either trolls or very young and vulnerable people.
Like who? What?
Herobrine knew this, so whenever asked about the name, and for the uninformed, I'll give a TLDR of Herobrine. Herobrine is a model from Steve from Minecraft, a popular children's game. He has glowing white eyes, and he's supposed to haunt video game profiles. A creepypasta. You can wonder why Herobrine uses this as his handle. It gets that much creepier when you consider that Herobrine has multiple videos of people asking him how to, in his terms, romance a girl. Making multiple creepy TikToks, it's almost guaranteed the people asking him these questions were trolls. But Herobrine also has a dedicated following of minors who are interested in gameplay, not some 32-year-old man showing them how to get with a girl. Or should I say the 32-year-old reincarnation of Lucifer. Just like Jupiter the Hybrid, Herobrine believes he is also the spawn of the devil. I never knew Little Nicky was based on a true story, but we'll talk more about Herobrine's delusions in a different part of the video.
Let's see, bad boy nerds. They're called mad scientists. If we can't...
What you doing in your Sunday's best? Making a TikTok video. I mean, it's fine. It's just... This is cringy as hell. I would never do this.
Figure a way to break the law of physics or the law of science, we force it. When you're already romancing a girl, take your hand, put it in a simple gesture like this, run it along their cheek, put it behind their ear, simply rubbing their face like this. and then lean into their ear while you still have your hand on their face and say, there might be tons of stars in the sky, but none are as pretty as you.
Whoa, this guy
Fuck.
got major
Fuck.
Oh, someone wants to be dominated, huh? Someone wants to reach the cookie on the top shelf without asking. Oh, who's the little shortcake's trying to reach?
This is the shit we're monetizing, by the way. This is creepy. This is weird. This is so fucking weird. Okay,
This top
continue.
shelf. Are you really trying that hard?
Oh,
I'm sorry,
boy.
little short shit. You can't reach me. This filter makes me pretty enough that I can just get a girl anytime I want. Hi, boys.
Hello, Herobrine? Hello?
How do you become as cool as me? Nah, it's natural.
Yes. Someone said any tips to become a Sigma?
Any tips to become a Sigma?
That's right.
Know how to treat girls properly. None of that man idealistic bullshit thinking. Making sure no one heard me.
Someone else asked, are you more of an alpha or Sigma male?
I'm a sweat.
What? Let me get back. Let me get back into this. All right.
This video's actual purpose
Are you a panty whacker? What the fuck is a panty whacker?
is to introduce a new term to you guys. Well, it's not new. It's from my original world. It's a term called whacking.
Oh,
Yes,
What?
A whacker is a person that risses up girls while trying to get into their pants, that constantly smacks their ass.
Herobrine
that's called sexual harassment. That's not. That got another new term, a new slang. What?
been creepy and weird, and making such weird claims would bait the most susceptible people to stay and chat with them, either to laugh themselves or genuinely curious. Little did Herobrine know, most of these viewers weren't who they said they were. Many were trolls, way over the age of 18, posing as younger people to set Herobrine up, or at least see what he would do or say. In an attempt
See, that's not what I'm a fan of. You don't go out of your way to just. But then again, you're an adult. Don't engage with that. I feel like that's the problem with the content creators nowadays, is that they just want to engage with underage people. And again, you're an adult, right? So the most responsible thing you would want to do is not to engage in ways that would deem yourself as a predator. So the best thing you want to do is just, not do that and move on with your life. It's good to have fans, but it's another thing to just try to manipulate them to the point where you want to gain something from them, and doing those inappropriate things can't be tolerated. Just saying.
to make him the next Daniel Larson, Larson 2.0. Many people would begin to catfish Herobrine, and to little surprise, Herobrine fell hook, line, and sinker. Having young facial features for a man in his 30s, it was easy for Herobrine to join younger people's TikTok stream, and during those TikTok streams, he would often have some weird discourse in them. Especially when part of a cosplay livestream, Herobrine would ask the girl, who was by no means of legal age, to do provocative things, while other males in the chat would question Herobrine on his weird nature. Herobrine typically would shrug this off and brag about his follower account, which occasionally would catch people's attention. The most notable is a girl we'll refer to by M. She would talk to Herobrine. As you can see in the text in the background, M would claim to be interested in all of the same stuff as Herobrine: cosplay, video games, anime, so he quickly fell for M. But there was one big problem. M was a minor. This phased Herobrine basically none, continuing his conversation, and even began to get flirty out of nowhere in their texts. After the high school...
What? Okay, so you knew that, but you was gonna do it anyways. See, that's the problem. You just know, and you were an adult, and you're trying to fucking do this shit. It's weird. That's fucking weird. Like, that's no longer, oh, I'm a fucking victim because she was trying to peer pressure me into doing shit, even though I had told her I didn't want anything to do with it. That's one thing. But when you try to engage in that activity, knowing their age, that's when you should be clowned and exposed and, excommunicado at this bitch. You know what I mean? Get the fuck out of here.
revelation, this just seemed to entice him even more. telling M they wouldn't do anything crazy for 2 years while he waits for her to get out of school. They'll just be exclusive and learn about one another in the meantime. Seemingly knowing the huge
This bitch is 13, bro. Get the fuck out of here.
amount of trouble he could get in if caught, the moral and legal consequences weren't a big
Yeah, see, you know what the fuck you're doing is wrong. A grown man, you know the morals. So how about you pick yourself up and try to do what's right. Try to do what's right. But no, let me keep engaging with underage minors. Let me keep doing that.
enough hurdle to stop Herobrine as he happily continued on talking with M, even bragging about how other girls were flirting with him and how they were begging to marry him. He was just the catch of the year. Also, in an attempt to impress M, he decided to tell her that Colonel Sanders was his great-great-grandfather and went on to give a fake recipe to her that he claimed was the original. But after that, something must have happened. Either saw something online or realizing that he could end up like all of those other TikTok predators, he began to tell M that he wasn't a groom, and even if it sounded like he was going to attempt to groom M, it was all a mistake, and he hopes it didn't confuse or send the wrong signals to her. But this attempt to save face wouldn't last for long, as Herobrine continued to spy her after these texts.
3 things you need to know about boys. They lie about their jobs, they're manipulative, and they want to try to trick you into liking them.
So why? Okay, so you're saying all this shit, but you're on TikTok engaging with minors and saying that what they do, you know what I mean? Let's say if they just work as a garbage man, they work at a waste disposal type shit, right? You work for a waste company. You make a good, you know what I mean? You're making good money. And I lied to, I don't know, maybe a girl I was trying to pick up at a bar, maybe. Okay, let's say I said I was a executive CEO or some bullshit for a fucking company. Yeah, I lied just to, you know, try to get her, you know what I mean? To do my business, to do my thing. She doesn't really know what the fuck I do. She doesn't even need to know what the fuck I do. I mean, I ain't trying to get into a serious relationship. I'm just trying to get into some, you know, some wet action. Why the fuck would a TikToker like you care about other niggas lying to other bitches, but at the same time they have a job? Oh, and you have something to say about that? That's crazy to me.
The non-scripted thing I'm going to say is, I don't do any of that shit. People try to claim I do that shit. No, I don't manipulate people. I'm just speaking the goddamn truth. People just don't like it. Shit, lying and fucking faking crap. I cannot ignore this question. Why are girls twisted and manipulative? Yes, I haven't talked to this person. I just seen the question. I was going to delete it. And I was like, huh. Girls are twisted and manipulative because society teaches them to be that way. They will lie, they will Photoshop, they will video feed shop and shit. It's very easy to fake anything nowadays. Like, a lot of my videos are scripted. And a lot of people don't realize it's so easy to fake my videos. I can tell you which videos are real when I'm not crazy-minded, but girls are manipulative because society made them that way. Okay, you guys will combine to things that have nothing to do with each other and constantly manipulate it and corrupt it. That's just how the human mind works. I'm not gonna lie to you about this shit. I want to show you guys how easy it is to fake shit. There's people out there that's probably better at this than me. Look, see? This is so easy how to fake this shit. Watch. Just because you hear something on internet doesn't make it real. When I forget my script, guys, that when I look over like that, I'm not lying or anything. I'm looking at a screen. I'm literally looking at a screen, like right here. I make funny videos, and I sometimes forget what I'm going to say, so I write it down here. You guys have been skit pranked multiple times and not realized it. These are all skits, jokes, funnies.
On the 4th of
Okay, so it seems that I'm being bamboozled looking at his videos. Okay, that makes sense.
July, Herobrine was given some very bad news. All of the conversations that we just discussed was revealed to the entire internet. Herobrine was caught completely off guard by this, since he assumed M was a real person, because how quote-unquote mad all of his haters were that he got a real girlfriend, not realizing they were just gassing him up for an utter downfall. M released the full text conversation, and the small group of trolls couldn't get enough of it. Learning Herobrine was exactly who they thought he was. Freaking out on multiple posts, many lost the time due to Herobrine sweeping his content from time to time. But what does remain shows his attempt of blaming, accusing, and at the same time, trying to befriend all of his haters, only to be met with more hatred due to his actions. This left Herobrine bewildered. He had no idea what to do, and like most other lolcows, this pushed him to go on some hate-filled rants at anyone who dared to criticize him, especially the multiple new people who are just discovering Herobrine and his nefarious online activities. Most of these excuses he'd throw out and quickly forget about the next day. Herobrine would begin disappearing for over months, claiming that he was sent to some kind of protective custody. But in my opinion, I think this is just another lie of his, told so people will leave him alone for just a little bit. But it's not looking good for Herobrine. At least nothing seems to get the masses off of his back. After weeks of spitting out multiple excuses, most of them fictional, Herobrine decided he would attempt Thea was all fake and this was just a social experiment, him acting on camera to see how the general public would react. As see-through as this was, Herobrine actually liked this one so much, it gave him enough peace to return to the internet, albeit with far stricter rules for how he would approach talking to viewers. Because even though being on the internet has been such a problem in his life and he doesn't need to be on it at all, Herobrine he needs to be on it. His actual life is so boring and bland, without making videos he'd be left with basically nothing to do.
I'm not gonna judge you. I'm not gonna disrespect you or anything.
Yeah, sometimes life can be boring. Sometimes you just want to go online and just, start up a stream, start up your own audience, start a fan base or something like that. And then you start playing some video games, chopping it up, play Fortnite, for example, or hell, even Fall Guys, even though that's massively updated right now. You could go on any gaming fucking development company that has massively multiplayer games and then just, try to start your own shit. But the only problem I have about this guy is the fact that he look like he has a lot of resources to use in order to make something out of it, which is okay. That's fine. I mean, again, you could just plan your own things, make your own goals. Not every time when you get on TikTok, you just have to have your phone on and just make streams and try to figure something out just to make a skit. I mean, I guess you can make a billion skits at one time, but at the same time, you got to make sure that, you have a lot of resources around you just so you can keep making the content that you want to make. That's just my opinion when it comes to making content. You want to have a lot of resources, like a gaming PC, like a console, something entertaining, an entertainment system, just so that way. And I see he plays a lot of games, so he could have focused on that and just blew up, I guess, because it's easy to blow up on the internet. Social media, there's one way to rise out of, the darkness, of boredom. You could just make content just doing that. It really is that easy.
Anything, but these people, my audience, I'm going to tell you straightforward. Do not disrespect these people that are making fun of other people or trying to hurt other people. They're still a person. You should still at least give them common courtesies. We are on red lockdown because of what happened to Trump. I'm not allowed to leave this location. I'm not going to say where it is, but it's not my house. I can tell you that. Apparently, I have to have a guard around me at all times now. Okay, I'm gonna try to be nicer this time. If you're a hater, kindly f*** off my channel. If you're gonna be a hater and post stupid shit in my comments, either I'm gonna block you, or you're gonna get filtered. These are the two options. If you're gonna be a hater, you can kindly just f*** off. I don't give a flying fuck anymore. You can call me a liar, you can call me all kinds of shit, but as soon as your fucking comment is filtered, it's getting deleted. I don't give a flying who you are. You can fuck off, take your little piss ant bullshit somewhere else.
Herobrine would start to grow to like getting all of the attention, even if it wasn't always positive, finding joy in all of the prank phone calls and the interactions he was getting online. Something most lolcows will rage about was fun to him, because there was simply nothing else going on in his life besides him playing pretend in his bedroom. He also managed to make one of the most bizarre and creepy decisions during this period, starting up a Minecraft server and making a public post to thousands of his followers. And I don't even have to tell you guys the majority of the demographic who would be interested in a Minecraft server, which followed him at the time and I guess still currently does. With all the recent allegations made against him, this is just a really bad move and a frightening one at that.
I'm not here for donations and shit. I'm not here for the views or the attention. I am simply here. I even watch my own videos, people. I watch my own videos over and over and over again because I realize that they're funny as shit. I don't know why this is so fun, but my audience or somebody from a company got me on a call center list, and I'm just having fun with this. They call me. I'm like, hello, how can I help you? This is Hell speaking. And they're like, what the hell? And they're trying to make sense of what I'm saying to, and I just got off the phone with one severely stupid call center person. I was like, this is Lucifer, you're talking to hell here. Lucifer Morningstar, you're talking to Lucifer Morningstar, the devil, Satan, whatever. And he still didn't get it. I would say some random off-the-handle thing like, hello, you're talking to hell, how can I help you? Or,
Okay, see, I wouldn't do that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I wouldn't ever do something like this, ever. I mean, it was funny at one time. I mean, it would be funny to do it, like, with actual... You know what I mean? Like, it's just the way he does it. It's just so cringe. Like, I'm not laughing at any of this. It's just because it's just not funny. It's just... I understand he's trying to, like, troll in a way, but I don't know.
hey, you're talking to Pee Wee Herman. How can I help you? Can you say hi? Hi, how are you doing today? Hi. Are you gonna say anything? Are you?
Okay, this is what I was trying to mean. This is what I meant. So it looks like he's trolling, but he's sucking ass at it at the same time. He's like trolling, but he doesn't know how to do it right. I mean, he's just stuttering his lines. He's not making a character. He said he writes scripts about his skits and how he like tries to prank call, or maybe we didn't catch him in the act yet. But then again, he is like, you know, he's stuttering. So I don't know. And it doesn't look like he has a lot of friends as well. So socializing, I don't know how he would go about it. So hey, who knows?
Are you going to say anything? When people call me on the phone, prank calling me and ask me if my fridge is running, I say yes. And it also has a pair of arms and legs and teeth. And it's possessed by a cannibal. So you better start running too, boy. Or girl.
But now that we've learned a little bit about Herobrine,
That's not how cannibalism works, but okay. I mean, yeah, that's not how cannibalism works. You know what? I'm gonna just end it right here. If you want to watch the rest of the video, I'll leave the original link in the description below. Go check out Major Chilla, right? Yeah, I'll keep posting other videos, but this shit is just wow. This is just a guy who obviously doesn't have a lot of socializing. Didn't really do a lot with his life. He doesn't go out at all. It looks like he stays at a basement or a shed. I don't know. It's just weird. So I'm gonna just end it right here. Yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. This was wow.